Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I came up with this holiday slash Thanksgiving slash fall kind of look. It is a classic brown smoky eye with a darker lip. There's also a second option for a lip that's more neutral if you'd like to go for a more neutral look. And the face is somewhat bronzy as well. I don't know if you can tell, but that's what I went for. If you're interested in this and you'd like to see how it's done, just keep watching. To start off this look, I am taking a cream concealer stick. I'm not sure the name of this. I've had it for a while and everything's ripped off. I'm warming it up onto my finger and then applying it all over the lid to act as an eyeshadow base. I like using cream concealers because I have oily eyelids and I find that this allows for the eyeshadows to stay all day without creasing. Next, I will be taking this warm brown color in the shade Semi Sweet from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette onto a Real Techniques shader brush and applying it all over the lid. For this look, I will be using my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. However, if you don't have it, it's fine. Any brown shades would work for this look. Like I said, I'm applying it all over the eyelid and slightly into the crease. Next, I will be taking this toffee color or a lighter brown color in the shade Milk Chocolate and applying it onto an EcoTools fluffy blending brush. Then putting it into the crease to blend out the harsh edges. Since this is a smoky eye, to get that smoky effect, there will be a lot of blending. Then I'm taking that same shader brush and taking this dark brown, kind of a dark chocolate kind of color called Triple Fudge. I'm putting it into my outer V and then blending it into my crease. This will darken up the look. Then once again, I am taking my fluffy blending brush and blending out the harsh edges. Just to let you guys know, I did start out wearing false lashes in this video because I'm kind of self-conscious without them. But that doesn't really matter until later in this video. And to highlight, I am taking this Milani Bella Eyes Gel Powder Eyeshadow in the shade 28 Bella Chiffon. I'm taking it on a flat shading brush and applying it to my inner corners to highlight. Then I'm also putting it underneath my brow bone. Sorry for getting in the shot. But yeah, I'm putting it underneath my brow bone to highlight it as well. Then I will be taking my Wet n Wild H2O proof liquid liner in the shade 882 Black Brown. To be honest, this is not my favorite liquid liner just because the felt tip is a little hard to work with. When I zoom in here, you'll see. But I am just taking the liquid liner, starting from my inner corner to my fake lash line to connect the edge. And then I will be covering the lash band and lining my top line. And the only reason I did use this was because I wanted a dark brown liquid liner instead of a black to make it less harsh. So then I am taking my line and I am winging it And then taking that same liquid liner, I am lining my lower lash line. This will give it more definition. And to finish up the eyes, I'm taking that dark brown color once again on a flat shader brush, and I am smoking out the lower lash line. This just completes the look and gives the lash line more dimension. Normally after this step you can apply mascara to the top and bottom lashes, but since I'm wearing false lashes there's no need for that. So apply the desired amount of mascara and or false lashes if you like. Okay, so that is it for the eyes. Moving on to the face. I'm using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. Just using one pump, I will be applying this to the middle of my face where the pores and fine lines tend to be more visible. This reduces the sight of pores and fine lines, and it also allows for a smooth canvas for the foundation and allows for the foundation to last all day long. For foundation, I will be using my Maybelline Dewy Fit Me foundation. I'm in the shade 110 Porcelain, and using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge, I will be buffing that in. For concealer, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 10 Light. I will be applying this under my eyes to cover up my dark circles. And once again, I will be blending that in with my Real Techniques sponge. By the way, I do use my sponge damp. I find it's easier to apply makeup when it is damp, not dry. Then for a highlighting concealer, I'm using this Almay Clear Complexion Concealer. The reason I'm putting this on my blemishes is because it does contain salicylic acid, and that helps with getting rid of the blemishes. Honestly, I should have put it on underneath my foundation so that way it would have given it a cover for the rest of my makeup so it wouldn't get more irritated. And then I'm applying it to all the high points of my face to highlight. And I am in the shade Light. And once again, blending that out with my Real Techniques sponge. For the face powder, I am using the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in the translucent shade. I am making that face because every time I open this, it gets everywhere. You know, for how cheap it is, it's actually a really good face powder, just the packaging is a little hard to deal with because it does get everywhere. What I like to do is put a little bit in the cap and then swirl my brush in it and top out all the excess, and then just apply it to the face. Don't forget to set your concealer also so it doesn't crease. I'm using this banana shade from the e.l.f. contour palette. To contour my face, I am using the e.l.f. contour palette, and I will be mixing the two contour shades. What I like to do is start from the top of the ear and blend almost down to the mouth, and then blend upward in order to intensify the hollows of the cheeks and to have more lifted cheeks. If you can't find the hollows of your cheeks, just press in with your brush and you'll feel that dent. So you can kind of tell now that side is contoured, that side is not. It gives a little more dimension to the face. And same thing to the other side. For blush, I will be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Berry Amore, and I will be taking my Real Techniques blush brush and applying it to the apples of my cheeks and outwards. To highlight my face, I am once again taking the Milani Chiffon eyeshadow and applying it to the tops of my cheekbones. See, when I make that face, you can totally see my cheekbones, kind of. Not really. But this just gives a nice glow to the top of the cheeks, so you can kind of tell if I turn my face. And then I'm applying it to the tip of my nose to give my nose a more lifted look. Then to contour my nose, I am once again taking that shader brush, dipping it into the dark contour shade, lining it along the bridge of my nose to the top, but then when I get towards the bottom, I'm cheating it in a little just to make the appearance of a slimmer nose. And then underneath my nose to lift it and putting a line on the natural dip. Obviously that is way too dark, so I am, and then I'm blending it out. For the lips, I'm taking this Milani lip liner in the shade 03 Nude. This is one of my favorite lip liners ever. Like, it's so creamy, you could wear it as a lipstick alone. So to go for the more neutral look, just line the lips and fill it in with a neutral shade like this one. Honestly, this goes with just about every look. It's a nice pink brown nude shade. Very creamy. Very comfortable to wear. So that is the neutral look. If you'd like to go for a more bold lip or a bolder look, I'm using the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Santa Ana. And I'm applying that all over my lips. And that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!